can smile America with Chuck E. Cheese. You can get a taste of Pizza Time Theater with Chuck E. Cheese. Food and games and all kinds of features for a taste of Pizza Time Theater. You can smile America, smile America, smile, smile, smile. You can smile America with Chuck E. Cheese.
As the restaurant started to come together, Bushnell realized that the rat costume he had purchased was a little too creepy and kinda gross for the restaurant he was creating, so he made plans to redesign the rat so that it was way more kid-friendly than the previous version. Gene Landrum, who was made the first president of the Chuck E. Cheese Company, went to Harold Goldbranson and asked him to redesign the rat costume so that it was still a rat but more kid-friendly and less coyote-like. So Chuck E. Cheese received his first redesign with more rounded features, along with a yellow shirt with a black bow tie and brown vest. He occasionally had shoes and a derby hat. Despite all these drastic changes, he still looked like a rat with a long snout and long tail, which did put some people off, but not too many. To bring Chuck's personality to life, he needed a voice, so the company searched for a voice actor, ultimately settling on John Whitelock as the first voice of Chuck E. Cheese. Whitelock based the voice and personality of Chuck on the character Muggs McGinnis, who was portrayed by Leo Gorcey in the 30s and 50s. Both characters were fairly abrasive but still lovable thugs who had no control over a gang of idiots. Chuck was also given a New Jersey accent as it was appropriate for his character. Chuck's voice was actually very different in the demo reel of Pizza Time Theater's show, sounding more high-pitched and cranky. This was eventually changed in the final restaurant.
Hey, get that trumpet out of my ear, will ya? Boy, that trumpet really needs a tune-up.
By now, it's probably no surprise to anybody that we got a birthday number coming up here.
A new logo was also created for the restaurant, along with an animated Chucky plastered on it. This artwork would go on to be used throughout the 70s and 80s, and it would also be used on tokens and tickets, along with newspaper articles. Harold Goldbranson was also contacted by Bushnell because he wanted him to create something else. Remember when I mentioned Disney when Bushnell was looking for entertainment in the restaurant? Well, he found it. Animatronics. That's right, Nolan Bushnell came up with the idea of animatronics for the entertainment, once again taking inspiration from Disney. So Goldbranson and his team worked on the many animatronic characters for the restaurant. The Chuck animatronic was very different compared to the mascot, where he had a realistic look to him, along with a unibrow, a microphone, and even a cigarette. Remember folks, two things. One, this was the 70s, and two, the animatronics were actually created for the adults, not the kids.
Let's play!